Let's talk Walmart fees. It is super important that you are aware of the fees of the platform that you sell on. While Walmart fees are very similar to Amazon, they are not the same. And here's a prime example. These are additional fulfillment fees for WFS. If you have clothes, it's an additional 50 cents, hazmat, an additional 50 cents, retail price under $10, an extra dollar, oversized $3, and then I call this oversized. $20 more. It's super important that you know your fees and that you pay attention when you are sourcing because not all calculators will add these fees in here based upon the different categories and the different dimensions of your item. Some of them will sometimes, but certain things like your category or your item being in the wrong category, it won't pick up on that. Your item having the wrong dimensions listed either in the listing or in the background, it won't pick up on that. And a lot of the time, I see when your retail price is under $10, it's not adding that extra dollar for you. So I highly, highly recommend that everybody go into their transactions or their payment report and they check out what they're actually being charged in regard to their fulfillment fees. Because I bet you a lot of people are not realizing that these fees are being charged. And I know that you're not realizing that because I see a lot of people putting items at, for example, $6.99. So let's do the math on that. You have $6.99 with about a 15% commission rate. I'm going to use 15% because that's about the same on everything. So that's $1.04. So if we do 6.99, or I'm sorry, $1.05. So if we do 6.99 minus $1.05, that puts us at $5.94. Standard fulfillment fee is basically about $3.45 for most things. So that's what I'm going to use. That puts us at $2.49. But wait, we're under $10. So if we take another dollar off, we're at $1.49. Now, what is the cost of goods? Let's say that we got this item super cheap on clearance. We'll be nice and we'll say that it was a dollar, right? So now you're only making 50 cents off of this item. In grand scheme of things, spend a dollar, make 50 cents, 50% ROI. Okay, cool. But when you could be making so much more, it's really important that you pay attention to these numbers because the other thing that you're not calculating is the price that it cost you to ship these items into WFS. So yes, WFS shipping is pretty cheap, but if you break this down to a per pound, or even if you do a per item cost, your chances are you're probably looking anywhere between, let's say, 15 to 35 cents on an item. So, okay, let's take that a step further. Let's subtract. I'll be nice, I'll go in the middle. Let's subtract 20 cents. So now you're at 29 cents. That's like not great profit. I mean, I guess if you have 500 of them, that puts you at $145. But now the other thing that you're not taking into consideration is how much did it cost you to prep and pack? Was this something that you were able to just throw in a box and you literally didn't have to label? Or is this something that you had to put in a poly bag and you had to label? Or was it just something you had to put in a poly bag? Either way, it's super important that you are aware of your fees and what you are being charged. Not to mention, there are other fees here. There's big and bulky. Look at that fee. That's huge. Look at your oversize. Add $3, add $20. If you're not accounting for these fees when you're sourcing, that could be detrimental to your bottom line. That could be your bottom line. Let's say your profit was $20 on an item, but you didn't realize that the longest side was greater than 96 inches. Then now you're making $0 on this item. So just be very aware of the fees and what you're being charged. I'll drop this link in the description. It's very important, very, very important that you know your fees. Thanks, guys. Bye.